Welcome to Smokey's UK Rap Files. I'm your boy Jurnalist, and on this one, we are getting to Dubz featuring gigs. Pain is the essence. I got the talking hardest. It's like one of these tabs to the right, like 4 or 5, and those two green ones don't matter. So it's one of those. I know it's close because I opened these two around the same time. But yeah, we're finally getting to this one. I wanted to say thank you guys for supporting the channel like you guys do. Please do keep continuing to kind of lead me down the path of what the best like. When I say old school, I don't mean old school like that. I just mean like early days UK rap stuff, like the gigs, the movers and shit like that. So put me on to that because mover and people like that, I've never heard of them. Like the fuck is that? And then if you've been rocking with the channel, you know, gigs is like a cheat code. Like that's my guy. So the more music I hear from him, I'm just like, and to hear all the varied styles of BT hops on, I'm just like, damn. And that nigga don't change for nobody except on that three wheels up. That's it. That's the only time he really got hype. Other than that, and that one song he did at the fucking radio station, he got kind of hyped for that. I've literally only seen that nigga get hyped 2 times in my life. That's crazy. Coolest nigga in the room, ass nigga. But yeah, thank you for joining me. If you could please hit that like and subscribe. Let's get into this one.
So Dubz, hear what I'm saying? I want these big rap. So Dubz, hear what I'm saying? I want you to talk to the people, yeah? I want you to make them know what real life is, yeah? It's none of this movie shit. You can't see this shit in the cinema, G.
I'm just living my life. You can hate if you want. I'll be sitting outside.
I see why Dipset got booked over there too. The more I listen to this older shit, this shit is so fucking Dipset, East Coast New York reminiscent. Cause that's that like that real. I'm gonna talk that real shit, and I'm gonna give you that pain. Cause that's what this shit remind me of already. Like this sound like the shit I grew up on.
Know what real life is, yeah? It's
That
none of
nigga
this
just got an
movie
accent.
shit. You can't see this shit in the cinema, G.
I'm just living my life. You can hate if you want. I'll be sitting outside with the other mitts on. Cause the fires in my palm and scuffing is long. So I'm firing the arm, then I'm gone. If you said I'm fly than Ferrari, you're wrong. I'm fly than the entire army. You can't see. But my attire's Versace, you can't see. But the nine's fiberglass, G, you want see. Yeah. Fly than the entire army, you can't see. But my attire's Versace, you can't see. But the nine's fiberglass, G, you want see.
The one C, the fiberglass, like these last 3 bars remind me of somebody's bars I've heard from over there, and I just cannot fucking remember who. They're so fucking close. It's almost like those bars I heard were like an homage to this fucking song. Like that nigga was giving respect the way he wrote them, like how we do over here with that Biggie spit your game, talk your shit. How niggas will flip that shit. Whole lot of bitches that got the fuck one. Like Joe Budden didn't remix that shit. Like there's multiple niggas that like remix that shit, and we don't actually allow a lot of remixing like that in America. But like if you remix that in America and you come up with a spicy one, no problems. Kevin Gates got one I heard before, so that's why I'm like, when I hear these, I'm like, fuck.
You
Who?
said I'm fly than Ferrari, you're wrong. I'm fly than the entire army, you can't see. But my attire's Versace, you can't see. But the nine's fiberglass, G, you
We
want
want to
see.
see.
Yeah.
It's like a fire in the booth or something.
I'm just living my life. You can hate if you want. I'll be sitting outside with the other mitts on. The fires in my palm and scuffing is long. So I'm firing the arm, then I'm gone. If you said I'm fly than Ferrari, you're wrong. I'm fly than the entire army. You can't see. But my attire's Versace, you can't see. But the nine's fiberglass, G, you want see. Plus these chicks say my dick's like a palm tree. They're rocking it up, trying to make me drop 'em a nut. First the sister, then the mum, then the auntie. I'm mopping it up, that's when you call properly fuck. Yes, you probably duck when my posse pop up. If you cross me, you fuck, guarantee popping them up, standardly chopping them up. If you know about me, then you know that my family has got it locked.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
How many ounces were blown to this fucking record? Jesus. Oh my god, there's too many afternoons wasted with this song on repeat, smoking mad fucking weed, talking cash shit with the boys. Cause it's just a vibe. Like this is just a nigga talking that shit. Like yeah, talk that shit, and then this nigga gigs come in out of nowhere with his crazy ass voice.
Chopping them up. If you know about me, then you know that my family has got it locked.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
What?
Aim in the lesson.
Boom, 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 boom,
Blood
boom, boom, boom,
stains
boom,
on the
boom.
weapon.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Thinking that only the Lord knows how I used to struggle for tenor and score notes. Mom said, hurry up, put on your school clothes. Nothing weren't popping in Hollow Man's wardrobe. Slat used to check me, lived on the second floor. Droops over that side, best was a couple.
That's Jesus Christ. This shit what makes it timeless. Cause the nigga keeping it 100. Nigga was fucking pressed just for a dub. Nothing in the nigga outfit fucking alignment was working for the nigga. Like all my shit is dead. Like these are things that like niggas remember. Like if you really like are where you're at now and you've had to come from these places, like even if you've not like oh like times was tough, just like nigga maybe you not didn't know how to dress back in the day. So when you hear niggas say that, you're like, oh my god, yeah, I remember that time. It's tough, especially if a nigga knows how to dress now. And you look back at how, like, oh my god, it was so. Oh my god, it was long. It was long. It was so long. Ah, it's terrible. Nigga, not know. Ah, do you remember? Like, come on, keep 100 with me, niggas. Like, do you remember when you didn't know how to dress? Like that shit was tough. Oh my god.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Thinking that only the Lord knows how I used to struggle for tenor and score notes. Mom said, hurry up, put on your school clothes. Nothing weren't popping in Hollow Man's wardrobe. Slat used to check me, lived on the second floor. Droops over that side, best was a couple doors. Yeah, we invested in couple drawers. Couple quits, nothing less, nigga, nothing more. If I could have seen the future, I would have saw me. Would I step through another door? Yeah, would I let mother suffer for me? Locked up in the gutter, boy. Look now, I'm stressed, had a couple wars. I'm the nigga that'll press on a double four. I'm depressed that your mother saw slugs sitting in your chest and your upper jaw. Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake.
Timeless bars. Like my nigga Dubz on his verse is solid as well, but like there's not a lot of niggas over there that I was really listening to beforehand who I was already like an actual fan of. So to be an actual fan of a nigga and just be able to continue to like the further I reach back, the shit gets better. It doesn't happen that often. It's like even though he doesn't have a comparable style, I would put him in the same class of somebody who I studied when I first found them, like a Big L, where the catalog is extensive if you take the time to actually dig through it, but it takes a lot of work to do so because the early work is either scattered or shit. The nigga wasn't really patterning his thing properly at the time, but by the time you didn't tapped in, oh, like niggas done got major record label deals or they fucking got a situation to where it's easier to follow their music. So that's kind of like where I got in on the gigs train. So to look back, to see the Three Wheels Up, to see the P Money records, even though I fucking hate that fucking song, fucking to see this shit and this nigga still just quality every time. The fucking freestyles with Westwood, I'm like the niggas around him aren't the best, but I get it. These my niggas. I'm shining, y'all shining. That's how it should be. At least one of us shine super hard, so niggas allow the rest of this shit to happen because they could see like, oh, we're trying to build something. So I'm totally behind that. So it's, again, to see my niggas just trajectory, and it's still going up in my purview, but I'm also a fucking fan because I'm just like, yo, imagine this. They let this nigga get Drake famous. What I mean by Drake famous is just the ability to be able to be played on radio in any nation if you want to. They're not giving that to him currently. I don't even feel like he gets that really in the UK. I could be wrong. I don't fucking listen to the radio over there. But I would assume with the messaging he has and the background he has, we're not flooding his information on the radio. It's just It's not our thing. I don't think it's happening. But yeah, I just damn. I love this shit. That shit tight as fuck.
Lesson your upper jaw. Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
What else, spit?
Us a mistake you've been making.
Boom, boom, boom.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us a mistake you've been making.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Hollow man dub, hollow man dub play. Real gun busters and niggas that cut cake. You can act hard, but I know it won't break. So done with the hype ting, nigga, for fuck's sake. Run with the white ting, nigga, I touch flake. Argue with wifey, cause I come in late. Yeah. Stuck in a big maze. Living this shit way.
I remember when I never had a spliff to puff. Me, Kieran, Walton and Christopher used to get on the train looking for pricks to suck. Now we get on the plane looking for piffers buds.
My 2022 mind, which has been corrupted by these kids, that nigga is straddling the line with that looking for pricks to suck line. Like, jeez. But I get what he's saying. They looking for niggas to rob. So it's a calm line. However, to the casual listener who has no idea how to decipher that bar, boy, does he sound crazy. He sound crazy as shit. He is now in the same class as that one Biggie record where he's like, "Oh, you look so good. I do that wild shit to your daddy." Like, yo, Big, what are we doing here? There's never in life been anybody that looks that good. You're out of line. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that's a perfect example of when I be trying to tell you niggas, you need to check your homeboy. You need to be comfortable enough to have friends around you to say, bro, you sound crazy. Now, my man on this song, though, quality bar. He's playing with language. It's great. I'm just looking at it in the time frame I live in. When it came out, there was no misconception of what my nigga meant. In today's time, especially me being an American, if I didn't do the due diligence to be able to hear and listen to this music actively, boy, that nigga sound crazy. We on the train looking for pricks to suck? You out here looking for niggas' dicks to suck on trains? What is going on? What is going on? But again, like I said, that's not what my nigga's saying. He's saying he's trying to fucking look for some niggas that they trying to rob. Perfect. Not like it's perfectly fine, but that is the type of messaging that this song does need, or you were supposed to be speaking about. Like, that line sounds so crazy. Oh my God, that shit sounds so crazy.
Stuck in a big maze. Living this shit way.
I remember when I never had a spliff to puff. Me, Kieran, Walton and Christopher used to get on the train looking for pricks to suck. Now we get on the plane looking for piffers buds. Back then, a ton was a lot of change. One jeans, one jump up, I couldn't change. Until I met the Budge and Kane. Now I'm trying to get the range with the wooden grain.
Pain is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Boom,
Pain
boom.
is the essence, the game is a lesson.
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
Aim in the lesson.
Blood stains on the weapon.
Ah, shit. I had to take a sip on a yak for a hot sip there, you get me? Old type madness. I see you, Fambo. Old
Madness
type
made the
sweet.
beat.
What's good, G? Big ride.
I did not cut my man off. I don't know what happened. Oh, it just ended like that. Oh, that's terrible. It's probably gonna loop into the next song already on a real CD. That's why. For me, this song is fire as fuck. It's almost good enough that I'm contemplating, do I just want to put a 16 on this beat? Because this beat is cold, low-key. This is a cold little beat. And it's like, that's some of the things I also love that I'm doing from some of this shit. Like in America, I grew up on a lot of these iconic records. So I'm just like, I'm going to leave it be. But with no disrespect intended, I'm finding an enjoyment for iconic records on your guys' side, and the emboldened nature of, well, if I'm gonna be on here talking shit, I gotta at least be able to put my money where my mouth is in some of these cases. So I'm like, I should slide some of these to just do it. That should be like a thing. So that's why like some of these records, I'm like, what's this? Let me see what I could come up with on this. So for this one, I'm just like, damn. This shit is a cold record. Like, just a standard song I would actually just listen to. But the beat, like, it's like on the border of like Do I want this beat?
Violate us, a mistake you've been making.
Or it's just like, it's these niggas making this beat that fire? Because sometimes, like, when you get a beat, you'll hear it on its own without the artist that, like, inspired you to want to, like, do your own version. And it's like, oh, no, that shit is ass cheeks. My nigga did all the work. Like, real talent. Because that's where I'm just like, I don't know. Because this one, I'm like, it feels like it might be a fire beat on its own, but I feel like they're doing the work. But regardless, fire record. Dubz slid it. Gig slid it. Dope ass record. I see why you guys are talking about. I need to hear this. I see why you guys, at least when it comes to the UK rap fans that come on the page, I see why you guys are like, what's this other bullshit? Because y'all be listening to this shit. Ah, this shit is funny. Oh, man. But, yeah, thank you for joining me. If you could, please hit that like and subscribe. I'm off to go do some more videos. That'll be it for me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.